All right, there we go. Maybe, possible, maybe, maybe. Hang on. Are we good? We're good? We're good. I got hit with the notification, so I think we're good. There we go. Hello, everybody. How's it going? It's good to see you guys. Sorry that I'm running a little bit late today. I have been hard at work today, working on anything and everything. And I don't know if anything and everything is working, but we at least tried. And that's all that matters. Am I right? I think I'm right. Go ahead and submit your taxes, collect your first, and let's get started here. I want to show you guys what we got up to last time around. I'm also going to make sure I put on my armor, because otherwise I will probably end up in peril. So we were working a little bit on this lovely build here. I need to also turn on my music. Let's go ahead and turn that on. Put it on 11. So I've been working on my lovely build here. It's been a big problem in my life. I luckily have spent the rest of the time that I've had on other things, so we've actually gotten all the walls done. I think I showed that to you already. I want to say that may have actually been on Thursday night though, so I may have not been able to show you guys that. That may have been after stream. But I did do this building on stream last week, and it looks really cool. At least in my opinion, it does. We're going to try to finish that today. So we're just going to do this back end here. It's not going to be too much of anything. And then this right side, again, not too much of anything. If we have time and I'm feeling up to it, we'll also do this little side building here. But we'll just have to wait and see. As much as I would like to do that, I am tired. I'm really tired, and I'll explain a little bit about that here soon. But we've got the first level just about done, so I can't complain too much about that. We're definitely gonna need to pick up the pace though, because we're due to finish this platform right here. We gotta finish this platform there, and this one right there. And I gotta do that in a month and a half. This is easy, guys. We got a month and a half to finish the base. That's fine. We're chilling. We're fine. That's crazy spicy. Thank you for spending your taxes, Swiftu, and congrats on grabbing first 66 times total. GG's. GG's. I'm trying to think. So we've got that to do. That's pretty much it for today. Yesterday, or Friday rather, we did some Copper Golem speedruns, and oh my goodness, that was so much fun. That was so much fun. Also, this is a Monday. We don't usually stream Twitch SMP on a Monday, but I am inserting another day for Twitch SMP for the reason of finishing our builds. So that might be partially just a little bit why we're streaming Twitch SMP today, is that, but also I didn't have time to plan something special. I've been working a lot on other things lately. Things that you guys will probably get, like, no benefit out of, but it's okay. I've been helping set up a server, and I think I may have figured it out. I don't know. There was an issue with it. It was a problem, but I think it's working. I got it working on my PC, so that's something. Whether or not it'll work on the shared hardware or not, I don't know. That's not my server, though, so you guys won't care. Other thing, I've been helping with a charity stream. If you guys go follow King Alfie, if any of my mods are here, you guys can shout him out. If not, I'll shout him out later. But go follow King Alfie. He's a cool dude. He's working on doing a charity stream for Extra Life. And Extra Life is a children's hospital thing. They're all about gaming and all that cool stuff. It's really, really cool. You guys should go check them out too. Elfie is awesome. But I've been out there grinding on the Skyblock Kingdom server for Elfie and helping him get some materials so that he can keep building. And so far, so good. I'm really, really proud of his community. They've raised, I believe, just almost $5,000 for this charity, which is absolutely incredible. And I'm glad that I could help at least a little bit. King's gonna have to stream 2 times the amount to get done. Probably. Quite honestly, probably. This is my first time seeing it mostly. It looks pretty good, I think. Hello, Emmy. Hello, Nafan. Thank you for the lurk, Nafan. I appreciate it. Good luck with the Goose Duck. I wish I was there for Copper Golem live video. Thankfully, well, maybe. I don't know. It depends on how much work needs done tonight. I'm intending to try to do the video editing tonight. And then tomorrow, maybe as well. It just depends. There may not be a snapshot tomorrow because they've inserted the last of the features. So unless there's just a big breakthrough on like vibrant visuals or something like that, I'm gonna have to dig into my backlog. And there's only one video in the backlog. So I can't really dig too deep in there, you know? So I gotta get back ahead. I've been spending a lot of time this weekend just doing everything that's not mine, which is okay. I'm not complaining. You guys should, everybody should, donate their time to other people. What's the point of living life if you're gonna do everything for yourself, you know? I love giving my time to other people. So it's not a big deal. It's just that all stacked up right at the worst time possible. I had something that I was obligated to do before all of this, so that took up half of my Saturday. And then I had, I know Alfie was also planning his extra live stream, so I knew I was going to be there for a lot of that this weekend and into the week. So that wasn't a problem. The server wasn't something I was initially intending on happening, but it's a thing that I'm more than happy to work on because I miss working on servers a little bit. It's fun to figure out the puzzles, and that's how I view all that stuff. So it wasn't too big of a problem, but it just led to me being super, super busy, which is okay. Shout out King Alfie. I'm gonna have to run it myself, I think. Thank you for alert, Coral. I appreciate it. Thank you for spending your taxes as well. Have a good rest of your night. Dax, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Let me go and get the shout outs for Alfie going here. I have so many tabs open. Shout King Alfie. Guys, go follow King Alfie. Seriously, genuinely, I've been over there a good amount of time. So, boop, boop, and then boop. Okay. What are we looking at here? I saw something on Kit's stream about a server, I think. Kit is doing Tricks SMP, yeah. Which is the server I was working on. I don't know if any of what I did is actually going to work or if it's actually helpful. But I tried. I really did try. So we'll take that for what it is. Also, I'm going to quickly look at this. So I'm thinking this end right here actually needs to be like a lot beefier. It needs to look super strong because of the curve. Primarily on the bottom end, so I might like put a boot on it almost on the bottom, just so it looks a little less top heavy. And then we'll do some insets and stuff. It'll look cool. Let's see. I'm stumped. I'm working on a movie, but I can't figure out production for the soundtrack. Soundtracks are hard. As much as I love picking out music for things, it is a tough thing to, like, actually properly pick out stuff that sounds good, feels good, all those things, really. I mean, music isn't just about how it sounds, but it's about how it feels, you know? When you listen to it, you want the listener to feel a certain way, and that's troublesome. That can be very, very troublesome. I for sure, indeed, hype for the server to come out. Kit's server, Tricks SMP. I am too. I am too. Even if I don't play on it a ton, because I'll probably be busy, I'm really hyped for it, and I'm glad to be able to help out around the place, because I've not been able to work on servers forever, guys. It's been so long. You know, everybody's got their own staff teams already, so any team that I join, they don't usually need me. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Let's try that first. Like it's Kit Glaze season again. I respect the hustle. I ain't glazing. I'm telling the truth, man. She's actually just better. I was actually impressed. She did most of the setup herself. Like when I logged on, I was shocked just how much was done, because I didn't have to do like anything. I just had to stand there and get killed a couple of times. Like I could do that. I can do that. That's easy. Something's off. This is off. Okay, we need to fix that. That's fine. This is also going to go up a couple more. Let's go up another 3. We can always take a layer off if we need to. I got designed for my settlement on the server. I'm doing a city. Nice. That's cool. Like a modern city, or are you talking like, you know, it could even be like a Victorian city, I suppose. But you know, what kind of city are you thinking of? Okay, I like that. That feels a little heavier, and then we'll have the inset there to kind of showcase, like, hey, that's weighted. It's a little different. Okay, it's gonna have some depth. That's the big thing. Can I turn? I need to turn that off. Okay, I can do that there. That's good. So let's make a bunch of tiles. And then we'll put those tiles back here, like so. The direction I need to go is my rap, which I thought was my bread and butter, but it's not like Dr. Dre or 2004 Shady type beats. It's 50 Cent grungy beats, and they want a song like in the club. I see. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, that's gonna be a little bit different when, well, it may still be your bread and butter. But you know, just like any style of music, you know, there's so many subgenres of it, like you mentioned there. So, just because you can write in one style doesn't mean you can or should write in every style. Which is usually the hard part. You know, I can make things. I can make a lot of different types of videos. Most of them aren't going to be good, though. Like, I don't know if I would trust a video if I made it for the purposes of, like, food. You know, me making a food video would be a funny joke. It'd be a really, really funny joke. I don't know. I don't think I'm making this right. Let me sleep, and then we'll make some more chiseled stuff. Ava, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Referring to you giving her all your time, although I have no room to talk. I give guests my life, let alone all my time. I was actually... I've given King Alfie more of my time this week than probably anybody, even myself. All that was also to say, by the way, I just haven't slept very much. I've been doing really good sleeping, and then the last 2 days combined, I think I've had 6 hours of sleep. So I'm a little tired, but that's okay. Well, I say last 2 days. The 2 days before today, that was the case. Today, I got a couple of extra hours. I think I did 7.5 today, so I'm doing okay, really. It's just, you know, you accrue this thing called sleep debt, and it sucks. It sucks to say the least. Boop, boop, boop. All right, let's take a look at that. How's it look? It's very, very dark. But quite honestly, I don't really want there to be much detail on that side. I just want it to look structural, basically, you know? Because it's not a side of the build that you're going to be seeing very much of, I don't think. I mean, you might be, but most of it's going to be on the top bit. Because when you're driving by, you're going to... I guess you would see a little bit. We could still do some things with, like, copper lights, maybe. I don't really know if I want to. I may use copper instead, just plain copper. I don't know. I really don't know. I did want to also spend some time today trying to terraform and get all the sand put in so that we can flood in around the bowl. It would look so, so cool. It would look really, really cool. I recreate city from my colony? Your colony. Like... Your... What? What colony? I'm sorry, what? I was referring to giving her... Oh, I read that. You shouldn't stream early to sleep if you're tired. I might, but in all reality, I won't go to bed if I do that still. Because I do need to get work done after stream so that I'm a little bit ahead. The reason I've not been sleeping a ton is I've been helping other people with their projects. So I've been helping with a charity stream the last couple of days, which has been a lot of fun. And then I've been helping somebody else with their Minecraft server, which has also been fun. So it's beneficial to me too, but it definitely is exhausting after a while. The reason I didn't sleep was not their fault, really. That was due to other obligations that I had that I really didn't have a solid defense against. I had no choice but to go back and do those things. Down here. It's gonna be a mob trap, but that's okay. Buildstone, not quite. I'm not like gonna... I want to, it's just the time that I have left in this server is not enough to do Buildstone. Otherwise I would. We will actually only be just putting in lights, but I'm not gonna like do any redstone to make it look pretty or anything. It's just not feasible for what I've got left in time. Boop, boop. Okay. Do that. Just go ahead and make sure that we have the blocks going all the way up. Ooh, lag spike. Okay. There we go. Hello vlogs, welcome on in, hope you're doing well. I'm gonna call you Maria, my bad. Are you doing No Shave November again? Not intentionally, it's just sort of happened because I've been really busy. And that's the first thing that always ends up getting crossed off the list is I can go another day without shaving. It's not gonna be that bad, but I always regret it. I always regret it. Let's see, you know, the one where people... Trying to see how long I can go without using the letter A, which is why I said colony instead of state. I see. Okay, I'm following. I'm following. Well, you made it a little bit of a distance with that, so I applaud you there. That's not the right spot. Save Brazil. I didn't know Brazil was in trouble. This is news to me. I lost my #1 spot on the YouTube leaderboard because YouTube took away 25 XP, bruh. YouTube is just out to get you, dude. I did something bad. I bought a Mercedes-Benz S550. I can't even drive it. I've never had a reason to get my permit up until recently, so I just got it. Gonna be another 6 months until I can actually drive. I make smart financial decisions. Hey, if you found it at a good price, then like you did make a smart financial decision. Even if you couldn't drive it at that time, it was an early investment, you know? Those are tiles. Okay, I'm just a little bit crazy. I have no idea how this is gonna look. Actually, you know what? Let's see. How does it look? You can hardly even tell there's detail there, but you know what? It's looking interesting. It is indeed looking interesting. In my defense, they normally go for 40 grand, and I managed to pick this one up for 7. Hey, dude, that's amazing. That is actually amazing. Yeah, vehicles can be very expensive, especially when you're talking about a Mercedes. Imagine shouting out Elfie. Couldn't be me. Could not be me. I would never shout out Elfie. Never. Me? Elfie? Shout out? Nah. Dog doesn't get a shout out from me. He's too stinky for that. He doesn't even feed me, dude. Like, he's a really bad boss. He doesn't even know Elfie. Yeah, who's an Elfie? What is an Elfie? Is that what they call Santa's little helpers now? Like, I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Let me sit up. Okay, I sat up. We'll call that me sitting up. I don't think it really constitutes that, but we're gonna say it did. Okay, we're good now? We're good. We're chill. Okay. Bu- 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 Yeah. It was one of the Mercedes top of the lines luxury cars when it came out in 2015, 2016, something like that. Well, 10 years isn't a bad if people took care of it, if its previous owners took care of the vehicle, that is not bad at all. For a Benz, you're good. You're chilling. Town I went to over the week, overrated. Imagine a small town, but somehow also a big town. I can imagine a few like that. I can imagine. Let's see. That's 21,000 miles. Holy cow, dude! What? Great condition. Did the owner even drive it? Like, what? I need more blocks. I didn't press space. I didn't press space. Oh no. Okay. That's fine. It's okay. I was like, oh, I'm gliding. I'm not gliding. I am not gliding. I thought I was, but I was not. Okay. I just looked at its value when it came out. It was like 80G. Dang. How many communities do you mod for? Are we talking just purely active communities or communities in general? Because I can tell you this, it is a lot. I don't know if I could give you an exact number unless it's just the active ones. The active ones that I'm active in. Purely active communities? Okay. Okay. Well, there's mine, there's Kit, there's Elfie. I would say those are the most active communities that I mod for. Alias's Discord server is fairly populated and it's active at times. I mod over there. I'm going to be a moderator for an upcoming event. So that's another thing that I'm kind of a mod for. What else? Rag, what's up, Osis? Thank you for spending your taxes. I appreciate it. Don't think there's any other communities. I used to be active in a lot more. I used to do a lot more, but I've given up a lot of moderation positions and moved into more advisory roles, I suppose, in those communities, because I've been trying to spend more time where I feel like it actually matters. And so I've found some communities where I really do think my help actually means something. And I found some more communities where it really doesn't weigh me down to be there. You know, I've been in a lot of places where it does me net negative to be in those communities because there's no point to it. With Kit and Elfie, they don't actually like abuse the fact that I am willing to do everything. In fact, it's quite the opposite. They feel bad. So, well, maybe Elfie doesn't. I feel like Kit might, though. I don't know if am I alive? I can't see a thing, guys. I can sort of see up there. But yeah, I think I definitely do a lot more for them than I've done for any other communities. I have set up Minecraft servers for other communities, but that was really easy. The things I've been doing for Kit definitely are a little more advanced than what I've had to do in other places, but that's kind of, like I said, it's part of the fun. I haven't had to do some of those things before, so it's really fun for me to just learn new things. But then also at the same time, like Elfie, you know, as much as like I troll him about it, he's a really good boss. If you guys had been there this week, he had me working on mining stone for like a good couple of hours just so he could build his island. And I spent all that time AFKing it. I got on my phone and I looked at my emails and I responded to some Discord DMs, and once all the chests are full, I took him all the stone. I got done with all the chests, and he told me that he waited intentionally to tell me that I could have used a shulker box. So it's an ongoing joke, and we poke fun at each other over it, that he's a bad boss, but he's actually really good. He's told me several times not to worry about it because he knows that I'm busy with things. Like earlier today, I was going to help him get some clay, and then he's like, wait, you said you were working on some things, so I don't worry about it. We'll just make Pink do it. And you know, that worked out. That worked out really well because I was able to help Kit with some things. So that was the thing I was working on. I have no clue if it works. That's the thing. I have zero clue if it works, and that's okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I've actively had to teach myself some of these things, and it's been fun. That's the thing I'm trying to stress to everybody. It is fun to do those things for me. I've been called a no-life a lot for how much I help with these communities, but I love it. I would not have it any other way, I don't think. Boop. And boop. Thank you for the lurk, I appreciate it. Spicy, and hello, Abudi. Welcome on in, hope you're doing well. Boop. I need to close out some things because is Minecraft still open in the background? Not Minecraft, but the Minecraft server. I was running a Minecraft server on my local machine to test something, and I don't know if it's still open or not because I turned it on without the GUI, which is fine when you're running a command line, but I don't have the command line open anymore to know. It looks like I closed it. If not, it's just eating up like a couple of gigabytes of RAM, but that's okay. that is fine. I don't know. We'll find out. Can we all agree that it is way too early for Christmas? I don't know. I think it's way too early for the commercialization of Christmas, but I don't think it's too early to enjoy Christmas things. I love Christmas flavors. I love Christmas music. I haven't started listening to the music yet. I try to wait until November, the end of November, to enjoy it. But a lot of people follow the first snow after Halloween rule. And today, a lot of people got their first snow after Halloween. So, technically speaking, if you follow that rule, it is right on time. But yeah, I really do enjoy Christmas as a holiday. I just don't enjoy how commercialized it's become. Because, I kid you not, November 1st, the day after Halloween, Dunkin' Donuts already had their Christmas boxes out. And that's way too early. That's way, way, way too early. Let's see. Did you fix Kit server you broke? I've tried. I don't know if it's worked yet. I don't know if she knows if it's worked yet. The big thing is, I think I can say this because it happened on her stream this way, so I can explain what's broken. Basically, the server wasn't, so there's this thing we call garbage, okay? This is the technical term, yes. So when you're running a server, we're gonna go into spectator right here. So there's this thing called garbage, and it accumulates within your server as it goes on and on and on. The problem is a lot of servers don't clean this garbage as efficiently as possible. So it fills up your RAM cache, which then causes your CPU to have to run more, which in turn causes your TPS, your ticks per second, to drop. It can also cause your milliseconds per tick to go up. The higher it is, the worse. The lower it is, the better, okay? The problem is the more garbage you accumulate, the higher all those things go, which is not good. Your TPS should stay at an even 20. Anything higher means that it's having to catch up. Anything lower means it has to slow down to compensate. Not good. Just not good. Now, all that said, her server host didn't have the proper system in place to clean up her RAM garbage, for lack of a better term that I can think of at least. I'm not trained in this field, so this is my understanding of the situation. So she went in to change it. So she requested that they change it so that it would run a little smoother and it would stop crashing, hopefully. And from my understanding, when she did that, she didn't see it or server host didn't see it. I don't know exactly how their system is set up, but the file that runs for the server to actually start didn't engage because the startup command for JVM was pointing to the wrong file. And I guess nobody had caught it along the way. She was in the middle of a stream, so I don't blame her. Just to be clear. So it never would start the server. And so that's what broke it. So today I spent all that time, I spent like a couple of hours working on reading JVM startup parameters to understand everything there is to understand about it. And I think I know how to do it now, which is good. I needed to learn how to do it anyway, but I tested it on my own machine, my PC today, and it worked. So I think it'll work for her when she tries it next, which I think she's intending to do it tonight, so we'll see. But did I fix it? Possibly. Is it broken? Yes. So you broke your garbage. Yes. Yes, I did. Honestly, yes. Actually, wait, no. Yes. Yes, Jinx. Because I was logged in, I was sending repetitive packets that had no value to the server whatsoever, and that eventually caches into the RAM a bunch, and it would kill the server after a while. Now, it's not a problem when you have a low amount of players, but when you have 14 players sending the same amount of packets and the server not cleaning it effectively, it causes a lot of issues because the RAM only checks it every once in a while to clean it up, and that's just not enough. You need to be checking it somewhat often. Larger scale servers usually just have more RAM. That's the thing. A lot of people just think buying more RAM will fix it. Usually it actually just hurts it. Because eventually it's still going to fill up. So if you optimize it, it's not a problem. You are your worst nightmare. I am my own worst nightmare. It is true. It is true. I was getting to work on YouTube things, but then had friend in need of moment. That's fair enough. I met a new friend yesterday, and it was really fun getting to know them. I don't know how I'm going to make it through November and December, because I want to do so many more things, but I know I need to also focus on content. But that's also fair, Emmy, and I respect you for choosing the more important things as well. I want to find a way to make my family traditional dessert me safe. Do it. Do it. Can't follow that rule. Half the time here it doesn't snow until January. Fair enough. I do after Thanksgiving. Yes, I usually do too. But my mom insisted that we do it early this year. So I set it up last week, and I'm going to help tomorrow as well. I got all the decorations out, but I haven't been able to help, really. Candy cane in November. Candy cane in November. Servers are like Pluto. I feel like I'm missing a joke here, but I don't know. I just played TNAF with Sprinting Fredbear. I get jumped lots of times. I made it out. That's good. Fire in the hole, no way. Me number one. Hey, let's go. I really love your streams, but what is your stream schedule? I start stream Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also have stream pings in my Discord, so if you ever want to just be notified when I start streaming, the best place is honestly to go to the Discord. You got someone new. I'm so proud. I know. I'm so good, guys. My wife already made us put up the tree. Yeah, my mom made me. She told me like, hey, I really want the tree. And I'm like, okay. We usually wait till Thanksgiving. She's like, I thought last year we did it earlier. I'm like, I don't think so, but if you insist, I will get you the tree. Like, thank you. I'm like, okay, I'm getting you the tree. Orange sherbet jello. Ooh, sounds good. Bro, I have 5 days off of school for Thanksgiving. Me and the bro's about to be playing COD during Thanksgiving. Hey, let's go. Love that for you, dude. Where's Spicy Wheat Pepper? Spicy Wheat Pepper is on a walk, I think. Because Pluto can clean up its own trash in, like, orbit circle. Can't clean up its own trash in orbit circle. I see. Yeah, in that case, yes. It would be sort of like that. It can clean up its trash. It's just not very good at it, is the thing. It's a lot more complicated than I feel comfortable trying to explain, because I don't want to misrepresent the issue. But essentially, it is like that. It's like an Okay, imagine a city, all right? the more populated it is, the more trash it produces. Well, if the trash only runs once a week and it's got double the population it normally does, then the trash is going to start piling up. That's what it's like. So that's why you need to optimize it through startup arguments and all that kind of stuff. I think that was a good explanation, maybe? I don't know. I felt like that was a little closer to what I was trying to tell you guys. Now I can go down. Going right for that. I missed. There we go. Oh. Okay, we need to finish the skyscraper, right? So we need to put in a big window. So we'll put that in here. And I'm trying to think, do we want to do anything? I kind of want to just do a big window in general, like not split it or anything like that. But I may actually bring in the deep slate tiles, like 2 more, just to kind of give it a little bit of a different feel. Yeah, let's try that. I got an idea. Boop, boop. Like so. Cool. I would give super chat, but I'm lazy and forgot my pin. You need to check out Black Phone 1 and 2. I'll have to check this out then. Also, don't worry about super chats. I appreciate you being here. That's the big thing. You guys being here is it means a lot. It really does. I'm gonna make more orange glass. How to word I mined cobblestone for a whole 20 minutes in a 1-minute time frame. Voiceover for a day by day short. I see. Okay. Was it just cobblestone, or were you mining for like ores? Sometimes I find how I can extend my wording on things is usually I have to write it out in this case, which I don't really love to do anyway. But when I do, I write it out, and then I write it in the first form I think of, which is usually the shortest. And then I proceed to lengthen it, like you're trying to reach a word count in a school assignment. And that seems to go pretty good for me. It is a process and a half, though. Or it can be. We'll go with that for now. Okay. Up. Near cobblestone gin in a sky world. Oh, okay. In that case, I don't know. How would you do that? Because you want to make sure you provide... I mean, if you're trying to take up, like, the full 1 minute with that... I'm sorry, somebody is driving by my house, and it is shaking it violently. Come on. Go on, guys. Pass the house. Holy cow, that is loud. It's giving me a headache. Like, that is how violently the house is shaking from that. It's just... I can't imagine. I can't imagine that feeling good. I can't. Upside, we can't hear it. I'm glad. I feel like it should rattle the mic a little bit more. It's so bad. I'm glad they passed finally. It took them a while though. Like if I were a parent, I'd be mad if that woke up my baby. And you finally get your baby to lie down and sleep, and then somebody drives by the house blasting their bass. It shakes the house just enough that that it stirs the kid awake. Oh, I'd be angry. I'd be beyond angry. Anybody used to stick their pencil in their eraser or play with the door hinge thing? Yes, both. Both. They always have such bad music taste. I've never met people in those cars. I don't think I've ever met anybody in those cars. I met my older brother. My younger older brother. My brother who's older than me but younger than the other older brother. Him. He used to like the idea of having a car like that. But then reality hit him and he's like, I don't really need that. And you know, I've never been prouder of him. I try not to judge people. At least they have something they like in life, so I can't be too mad. But I do question it. I question it heavily. Okay, that looks pretty decent, I think. It's like some dubstep house and pop rap thing. It sounds so bad. I wouldn't say it sounds outright bad, but it's definitely a niche case of music, and I'm not a huge fan of that style. I can respect it. I really don't love it. That's for sure. How's that? Okay. And then I guess what we're gonna do is we'll come down here. There we go. I need to check something really quick. I just realized, yep, that was happening. Okay. Is the audio good, by the way, guys? I tweaked some things. So if it's not good, let me know. It may not sound any different, and that's okay too. In fact, it's almost better if it sounds the same and it doesn't sound any different. But I noticed it's been getting slightly worse because I've been changing the mic positioning a lot. So I changed the mic settings so that it would sound a little more consistent no matter where the mic was to a certain extent. So I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful it actually sounds the same, in all honesty. All roads lead to Rome, King. I don't think all roads do lead to Rome. I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like that whoever said that first might be wrong. Like that and like that. How's that look? Okay. This side will have a little bit more going on this wall here, and in fact, I might. I don't know what I'm gonna do actually. You know what's really annoying? It's when you die on Minecraft and the zombie gets the netherite armor with the spear and it's a baby zombie. That is awful. I've never had that happen to me, but I can imagine your pain, and it doesn't sound fun. That does not sound fun. Alright, name a road that doesn't lead to Rome. I have a feeling I know the response to this. So I'm gonna cheese it even harder. The one road in Antarctica. I really don't think that has a road that leads to Rome. See, I could have said, you know, any road in the United States. But I'm aware there is a town, I want to say in California, that's Rome. So I'm going to cheese it a little harder. And I'm going to tell you. Antarctica. I seriously doubt there's a Rome in the Antarctic. So, like, good luck. Well, good news. Nobody owns Antarctica. I guess. That would be a good point. That would be a good point. See, I walk this lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. So I have legal basis to name the area next to the road in Antarctica, Rome. I guess that... I don't really have an argument against that. You could do that. It just still wouldn't... It would be Rome to you. Everybody else would just still call it Antarctica. I don't know. Huh. I have a question. Can I eat tungsten? I actually don't know if that one's toxic for you or not. I don't think it is. I mean, obviously everything can be toxic in a certain value, but I'm pretty sure you can eat it. It is a very heavy metal though, so I don't know if I really recommend it. Just be prepared to take a big nap afterwards. Yeah, you can eat anything, it doesn't matter. It's toxic. Free will. Free will, I guess so. And in this case, yes, Water Ghost, you can eat tungsten. Can I land? And then eat? Yeah, there we go. Alright, what I'm thinking is we'll do, like, a wall here, right? And I'm kind of thinking we'll do what we did there with those and with that, but we'll do that on this side. So let me go get, like, more copper, I guess. Dude, the fact that I don't have asbestos from eating so much drywall, I'm surprised I'm not double dead. You know, it's okay. You're a gambling ghost, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. So, what I'm gonna do... something like that. And then right here. Huh, something's not right. That's what's not right. There we go. Let me fly up. Okay, we need to remove all of this. I say all like it's a lot. It really isn't. There we go. That would have been a wild first comment. It could have been. Yeah, I love gambling. Gambling is great. Gambling is wonderful. Hello, Cam. Welcome on in. It's good to see you, dude. How are you doing? Hello. You should do a stream where you predict dumb stuff that is gonna happen in 2026, and everyone trusts that it's gonna happen all year long. That would be interesting. I don't know. I feel like my predictions are, as much as we would say they're dumb, I feel like they're too realistic. I've lived enough life to know everything that's gonna happen, and next year's gonna be an interesting year. I think it's gonna be pretty tame, all things considered. I know that's like a contradictory claim to what most people are saying, but I'm like pretty certain of it. It's not gonna be that bad of a year. Don't trust anyone with king in their name. True. I can confirm we will probably raise your taxes and give you 0 representation. So, welcome. Welcome to the world. Go. Oh. There we go. Are we doing 3? I feel like we should do 3. I don't know. Great, bro. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm pretty tired, but I've been chilling. I've been chilling. How did I make the voiceover shorter than the last try? Oh no. Are you reading it like as fast as you can? I know for me, if I'm doing a script, I usually end up doing that, is I read it once, all the way through, and then I read it again later, or I read it again once after that. I messed that up. Okay. Because I want to read it faster. So sometimes you accidentally end up reading fast, and you're like, uh-oh, that's not good. So it's very possible that's what happened there. I don't know. See, I don't trust anyone's king in their name. No, please, I can't feel my gambling addiction if taxes are increased. Wait, gamble all. Eesh. Streamlabs let you gamble. The voice actor for Patrick is gonna die next year. Very sad. What? Crazy. I hate this. I still have the long-standing prediction Pope Leo will die before the next MCC Rising, so that might happen. The sad thing is I kind of think you're right. Something tells me you're right. And I don't know how to feel about it. As a Protestant, I don't really care about the Pope in the sense of, like, his opinions. In fact, I usually end up not agreeing with the Pope in most cases, especially the last couple of times. But I know, like, There have been worse popes. And this guy's from Chicago, so like he's basically full American. Even though he didn't live in the United States. So like I don't know, man. Wasn't he the one that lived in where did he live? He was in South America, I want to say, when they made him the Pope. I don't know, I might be wrong. It's not something I particularly keep up with. Oh yeah, that's sick. Okay. So what we'll do here is we'll just put in a couple of copper bulb beams and they'll look really sick and it'll be good. So up and around. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to work with here, which is perfect. I can do that. And then I can do I want like a whole copper panel here maybe? Like I could do that going all the way up. It would be kind of interesting, I think. Let's try it. Let's just see. Do I have a button? I don't. Okay. Okay. This area is almost done, guys. Woo. Okay. Apparently, I also updated my simple voice chat, which just broke some things. I didn't realize, but I need to downgrade simple voice chat or something. It's fine. I'm really curious what your guys' thoughts are on this, because it came up during a stream yesterday night. And it is something I've been considering for the next season of King SMP. So I'm really, really curious what your guys' thoughts are. Simple voice chat for King SMP Season 4. Good idea, bad idea. Like, I really want to know what you guys think. I like it? Okay. From a purely moderation standpoint, I hate it. I absolutely despise that idea as a moderator. Now, as a content creator, I love it because it's a great way for me to interact with my community. But also as a content creator, on the other hand, I hate it because if I don't really want to, like, let people talk at that moment on stream, annoying kids are just gonna chase me around and it'll be a problem. So, you know, there's a lot of things there that I would question about doing it, but it is an interesting idea. I was curious if the vast majority of people thought it was a good idea, or if most people were kind of like, eh. You know, I can easily see how it would be misused. That doesn't mean everybody would use it that way. But I do think a lot of people would try to use it that way. Okay. So let me see that. How's it look? Oh yeah. That is perfect. Like let's turn down my FOV here. That is good. That is good. Okay. I tired. Welcome back, Hatboro. Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. 43, close enough for a minute short. Yeah, I think you're good. You're good. I like it, but it shouldn't be available to everyone. I think loyal people and normal people who join have to get 3 hours of playtime and complete some quests. It needs restrictions. I could see that working. I think a playtime would definitely help. Especially if you do a... Here's how I would have it set up. You would need your whole server to run off of a Discord account linking system. Just to stop people from farming accounts like that. And then have it set to a playtime. So you have to have played for, like you said, let's just say 3 hours. And then if you've done all that, you can begin speaking, possibly. Let's see. I'm back. Mr. Silly, there is no IP for this server because this is a private server. I do have a viewer joinable server that is in the works, but it is still a few months out before I have any information for you guys regarding that. But I have a couple of friends who have servers, so if you'd like to check them out, go take a look at King Elfie or Kitrix Live. They both have viewer joinable servers, and they're fantastic experiences. Because some troll could easily join and just say a certain word and your entire Twitch account could get perm banned. That's a common misconception. The streamer actually will not get in trouble if somebody else on the stream says those words. The Twitch staff are very understanding of that. Now, you can't just let them keep saying those words. Because then you will get in trouble. You gotta do your due diligence in taking care of the issue. But it will not get the streamer themselves in trouble. Because streamers can't moderate live chat. That's not something they can do. VR chat, for example, is a very popular category that people play in, and there's a lot of random people that can show up. A lot of people say words that aren't good for stream, and it causes a lot of issues. But as long as the streamer does their job and a report gets put in for some reason, a false report does, then, you know, the streamer can, you know, dispute it and say, hey, I did my best to get away from that person so that they couldn't say the word to my stream, and I did this and I did that. Like, as long as you can point to it and say, I tried, Twitch is usually okay about it. King Ragnog is an Asian immigrant. He was working on the mines. I don't think I am an Asian immigrant, but we'll take it. I am officially Asian, guys. That is not something I thought I would ever say. Okay. Boop. Sorry, I'm getting a DM here. All right. Okay. Still, that is a bad thing that could be happening on a server generally. Yes, that would be the problem, and I don't know a good way to address it would be. You know, with you having the server locked behind Discord accounts, you at least guarantee that everybody is over the age of 13, or at least they certify that they're over the age of 13. because they are using Discord, which is a platform that requires you to be 13 years or older. So it gets around the issue of having like YouTube kids on your server and then them hearing the word and then going around repeating it. So it solves that issue. But you know, in the case of like, for example, my server is a family-friendly server. We don't let people swear in the text chat. How do you go about ensuring that people don't do that with voice chat? I don't know. You could just say we're gonna forego the rule with that, but that's not a good idea. That is not a good solution. But what are you gonna do? I guess you could take away their perms for talking if they keep breaking the rule. That way it's just like, hey, you know, whatever. You know, that's what we do in general, is we usually mute people who are abusing their rights to free speech. So I guess that could work. I don't know. Maybe the solution is only give it to trusted members. I mean, that would work, but that requires upkeep in the sense that it requires a lot of upkeep. Because it requires you going, okay, this person, I trust them. Yeah, we'll go ahead and add them to the list. And that works. But do you really want to go through every couple of months and add the right to be able to talk? I wouldn't. But I definitely do think that is a good way, if that's your bread and butter, is working on your server and playing with your viewers like that. Like, you know, that is probably my bread and butter, in the sense of when I do play King SMP, I actually sit there and I play it. I play it a lot. But I don't necessarily... that isn't my main series by a long shot, you know? It was, and it probably will be here in a minute. Yes, Grug and Pickle are still here. Grug and Pickle doesn't have a name, does he? No, Pickle does. There's Pickle. Or is it taken away if they... And if they take it away, if they misuse it, or maybe the solution isn't voice chat. Yeah, I mean, you could just run it through Discord permanently instead of doing an in-server voice chat plugin or mod. But it does remove some things that you can do that is cool about voice chat, you know? When we used to have King SMP Season 1, or Season 0, 1, and 2, we did have it set so that people could join voice calls and stuff, but the problem was, and this is the problem that you run into as voice chat in general, everybody wants to be around you, and they want to talk to you, and say stupid things to get your attention. They're not saying things that are rule-breaking, but they're not very much like, they're not adults, you know? They're just, they want you to acknowledge them. And then once you acknowledge them, then they're like, oh, I don't know what I'm going to do now about that. I'm just going to say something that has no sense to it whatsoever. That was a common issue that we had, which is why I don't do VCs really anymore on stream with people that aren't my friends. Just because of that. It was too hard to moderate, and then when people would ask, they're like, oh, but why can't we do this? Why can't we do that? I just want to talk to you, King. Why can't you let me in VC? You say you can only have 4 people in at once, but I only see 2 in there. I wish I just had the guts to say you have to act like you're at least 18 years old to join the VC, because it was bad. It was really bad. Fox, welcome on in. Maybe it's adding a plugin that some exists where you can add like voice channels and like not constant voice. Maybe during events use voice chats or have in-server voice. If you want to, you can use it. You definitely yourself that anytime. Yes. They do have plugins like that, yes. That one works with Bedrock and Java, which is the nice thing. I don't know if I would utilize that one or not, though. I really like simple voice chat. It's just that is the problem with it is Bedrock can't use it. So I would almost hedge a bet and just say if Bedrock wants to be involved with voice chats, then they should just get on Discord and use that. But I don't know, simple voice chat is just better. Alan Lee, welcome on in. Thank you for submitting your taxes. How are you doing? Good to see you, Reg. I going to sleep now. I love your videos. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Get some rest, Tapboro. Appreciate you being here. Oddly's the GOAT. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Okay, this does look good. I'm tired but doing good. How are we doing? I'm the same. I'm really tired, but I'm okay. Saturday and Sunday I had only slept a combined hour count of 6 hours. And then today I got 7.5, but I'm lagging behind because of the last 2 days. I've been helping with a whole bunch of projects though, and I've been having fun with it. But we're chilling here. Wait, say that again. Saturday and Sunday, I got a combined hour count of sleep of 6 hours. And then today I got 7.5. I think that's what I said. I don't know. It was something like that. King Oddly Nog, my new name. Oh boy. Oh boy. 6-7. I didn't even say 6-7. I didn't even say 6-7. This is just a prop, but it doesn't have to be. Like, I'm just saying, like, you know, like, and it's not even a full enclosed barrel, but like, you know, just like that up to the mouth and just Kurt Cobain this sucker, give yourself a haircut with a shotgun. Like, we've got some options. We don't need the 6-7. We can do better. We have so many better options. I'm not threatening you guys. I'm just saying, okay? Again, this is a prop. Twitch, YouTube, don't be mad at me. This is just a prop, okay? See? It's hollow. It's hollow. It's a prop. It's not a real firearm. I practice firearm safety every day. I never point it at my brother. Only my enemies. And only in emergency situations do I do that. I've never fired at an enemy, because my enemies are cardboard boxes and metal plates. That's the only thing I shoot at. It's just a prop. Sure, buddy. Suddenly everybody got really quiet after that. I think they realized I was only half joking. You said 6 one day and 7 the next, but like that's like hard. That's a stretch. I thought the 6-7 had to be like right next to each other, right? That's what makes it funny, is the fact that they're next to each other or something like that. I don't know, man. I don't understand the joke. I don't understand it. I don't know, the 67 rule. I don't think there is a rule. I think it's just chaos and like that's what they wanted. They wanted the chaos. Did I not wax this? Oh no. It's funny. I don't get why it's funny. It doesn't make any sense. The number 6 follows 7. I think 7 follows 6 within like 5 seconds. Wait till you hear about what? Okay, you know what? I don't have to read your chats. I don't have to. I think it's better for my own sanity if I don't. I'm going out of here, man. King almost has 67 likes. I seriously doubt that. That would be really cool if I did. What was I saying? Chat yearns for 6-7, apparently. Apparently. You've been busy? I've been busy. Yeah, the cousins are on the same wavelength. I much prefer editing non-short content. That's fair. Shorts are soul draining. They are soul draining, honestly. Boop, boop, and boop, boop. Okay. Sweet. Boop, boop, boop. All right. I think we're good now. I think we're good now. Perhaps not, but I think so. There we go. Okay. Don't mute me. I won't mute you, but I will ban the numbers 6 and 7 if I have to. I will do it. Like, you guys don't gotta tempt me. See, I unbanned a bunch of your other brain rots so that you could, like, make jokes about it. And now, like, you guys are really pushing your luck. I might have to take away your rights again. See, unlike other places, here you don't get a constitution. There is no Bill of Rights for you. You think you guys have freedom of speech here? Forget about it. Just make getting your buses here jokes. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. True, I like to joke that I'm the reason one got unbanned. Which one did you get unbanned? Wait. 41. King is at 41. What is 41? What is 41? New skeleton. Oh yeah. Yeah, that is the reason why all of them got unbanned, funnily enough. It had a lot to do with that. What in the world? Let me just... What is... Hang on. I gotta check to see if there's, like, anything that I need to be aware of. Did anybody say anything about this? Because, like, I don't want to mess it up if this is, like, supposed to be some lore. I have no idea if it's gonna kill me. I don't see anything that says that I shouldn't touch the box, so I'm gonna touch the box. That. What? I don't. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we're just gonna leave that alone. That guy sounds mean. That sounds really mean. Don't hurt me, don't hurt me, don't hurt me. Okay, we're looking for the bee shop. Saying what's up before I go to bed. Hello, used. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Definitely get some rest tonight. I don't remember where the bee shop is. I think it's over here. You know, we used to have a Steve's Lava Chicken, and I tore it down because I thought somebody else was going to build one. And then they never did. And now I feel like I should have just left it up. It was really good real estate, too. Oh, well. Where's the bee shop? My shop is still there. Yeah, I don't think we've torn down anything. Quite honestly, we have such a large area for the shopping district that it would be silly to tear down anything unless it is just outright terrible placement. I don't know. Where is the bees? What? Are the doors there? The doors. What do you mean doors? The 4 big doors. Oh. Yeah, we saw the 4 big doors. I don't think this ever became anything. Like, as far as I'm aware, somebody built it and then just didn't do anything. I don't know. I have no clue what it was supposed to be. It confuses me. That's for sure. What am I doing with my life? Where's the bee shop? I am not supposed to be zoning out right now, thinking about life. Where's the bee? There's the bee. Ow. Don't call me daddy. Don't call me daddy. No, just don't. No. No. I feel bad if somebody else needs honeycomb, but honestly, I need it more, so I'm buying it all. So cool. Yeah, it's really cool. That's what my friend made for Friends Week. Oh, I see. I see. I remember when daddy used to be a normal term for your father. Yeah, I do too. I miss those days. I still don't think I'd let anybody call me that if I weren't their dad, but you know, the thought counts, I guess. What about your daughter? My daughter could call me that, yeah. It would actually be adorable. It would be I'm trying to find a way to say it without you guys clipping it out of context. That's the problem with this. This should be illegal. I'm kind of surprised it's not. Interesting. What are you gonna name your daughter, like, assuming your wife lets you? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. That is a really good question. 1:40 a.m. for me right now. Dude, go to bed. Go to bed. I don't know. What would I name my daughter? Do you name ideas for your future kid? I actually don't have any ideas right now. It's always something that I kind of have thought about, but I've never been able to come up with anything seriously because I'm not attached to names. I'm attached to people. And you know, these hypothetical wife and kids, they've got me wrapped around their finger already, dude. They don't have names. But just the possibility of them is that's like already wrapped around their finger. Let's see. I'm so tempted to just make them niche references like the temptation to name my children Alex and Steve. That would be awesome. I don't know. I really do struggle with that. I'd probably use family names, probably. Names that mean something already to us. But I don't know that to be 100% certain. I don't know. I really haven't. There are a few names that are on the definitely do not name our kid this list. But there's not like a ton of names like that. It's just due to prior experiences with unsavory people with that name. I want the waxed ones. And I'm gonna put those away. Okay. Don't say that. Oddly, I will time you out. Don't make me do it. Oh. Hello, Angel. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Up, up, up. Trying to think. Now you got me thinking, Swiftu. I don't know. Do you guys, like, think of that stuff? Like, I know it's, like, a totally normal thing. Like, I don't judge anybody for it. It's just, it's never been something I've really intensively thought about. Just because I really think it would be a fun experience with my wife. You know, that would be, like, so much fun to just sit there and go, oh yeah, let's just imagine here. What would we name our kids? And then boom. I have no clue if all this is waxed copper or not. It looks like it is. Okay, I think it is. Sweet. Okay, good. Love procrastination. Almost always turns out the project is much easier after you just do it. Yeah. Yeah. Safety inspector. Wait, are these buildings made of copper? People are gonna get lucky. Get zapped. I don't know what you mean. It's totally safe. Very safe. My builds pass every inspection. Definitely. Let's see. Your wife normally does it and like lets you say yes or no. Sometimes they actually want your input though. I think it's all too common right now that men are more absent in terms of family. You know, I don't really like that. For some people that works, but it just does not work for me. You know, I want to be involved in all the ways that I can be. And that includes naming kids. That includes planning the wedding if she wants my actual opinion on things, you know. I'm fully aware there are some people who do not want any help whatsoever, but there are plenty of women who would love for you to actually give your opinion. The stereotype is that they say they want your opinion and that they actually never did and they just wanted to do whatever and you tell them that you're cool with whatever. But that's not really accurate. Let's see. Dude, I subbed. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you. King's ignoring me. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just waiting till you write something worth reading. That was a little harsh. I'm sorry. That may have been a little bit harsh. Name your daughter Goku. That's great. You know, what could go wrong with that? We're gonna call her Skull Crusher. And, she's gonna live up to that name. I can feel it. I can definitely feel it. I'm leaving. No, wait. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I'm gonna join the Discord server in your bio, Reg. There's a Discord server in my bio. Oh, my YouTube bio, right? Yeah, okay. Sweet. I appreciate that. Please do. Please do. See, I have a few names saved in my notes. Actually, I probably have more because I end up opening a new note because I can't find the old one. That's so fair, Ellently. That is so fair. I don't know what I would name. I don't know. What was the woman named from the Bible with the tent peg if she was named good strong name? That was Jael, wasn't it? I think that was her name. She was at least in that story. I don't remember if she was the actual one that drove the peg or not. Can't remember. I can talk now. How's it going? It's going pretty good, Nafan. How was Goose Goose Stuck? Hopefully it was a good time. Yeah, how didn't you know? I thought you were talking about my Discord bio, and I was like, I don't have a link in my Discord bio. And I was like, wait a minute, you're talking about joining my Discord, so why would you have my Discord currently? I was confused. It was more fun now. I sort of know what to do. It was funny. That's good. That's good. Last time, anytime you were bad, we had no clue. Because we knew you didn't know what you were doing. So we never knew if you were just playing like you didn't know or if you actually knew. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Um, now that you know what you're doing, it's probably a lot more fun, I'm sure. Let's see, do I have any more deep slate? I don't. Can I turn this into... I can't? Oh, you know what? I actually can't. Okay. Well, let's put that away then. I'm gonna go up and get more deep slate, and we're gonna go around the rim of the build, and we're gonna add some deep slate stuff. Boo. Ah, Angel! Welcome to the Twitch side. Hope you're doing well. Boop, boop. And thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. I don't know, every time someone says be a biblical woman, I think tent peg. Definitely not what is meant. Yeah, definitely not what's intended, that's for sure. There's only so many decent names within the Bible that are great for women. At least these days. Like, I would not want to name my daughter, like, Jochebed. Like, no offense. If any of you know a Jochebed out there, no offense. If you are one, no offense. But it just doesn't roll off the tongue, like it used to. That's my middle name. I'm so sorry, Nathan. I'm so sorry. What I'm kind of thinking is maybe we actually take some of the tiles and we put it underneath the glass. And then what we'll do is we'll go around the outside with the chiseled deep slate. And that'll kind of hopefully look good as well. I don't know. Yeah, let's just try to do this. Let's see what happens. There we go. I played the tutorial earlier, so I learned the basics ready for tonight's game. Hey, let's go. I got a great one. I take offense. /J, not my name. Not really. Reg, if you ever get around to watching my vid, no worries if not. I did not get a chance to watch it. Been really busy this week. But I do still have it tabbed, so I will be watching it. It's just a matter of when. If I had to guess, Wednesday or Thursday will probably be when I have some time. We'll see. We will see. I know by the end of Wednesday I will definitely have some time because that's when Elfie's stream is capped to. But we'll see. We will see. Okay, cleaning up this. I gotta be careful when we hit the beacon. I don't want to break anything that I don't want to break. Does that make any sense? Probably not, but we're going with it. I don't want to break things that I don't want to break. Okay. All good. I do appreciate anyone who is down to give opinions and feedback. Heck yeah. Yeah, I do wanna drop in and watch, especially for that reason. Oh, there it is. Okay. Drop the stone button. We're okay. Well, I picked it back up, so I have it again. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's okay, guys. Trust me. Trust me. Okay, there we go. Hey, King, is King SMP keep inventory? King SMP is not open anymore, but it used to be. And, we got rid of the keep inventory aspect and replaced it with a drop on death system, which was not well loved. So then we replaced it again later on with a grave system. But when King SMP comes back, it'll be back on graves. So you'll still drop your items, and then you'll have a certain time period where you can go and get it again. But it won't despawn within 5 minutes. It'll be like, it'll probably be about, I think we did a week on last season of King SMP, which felt a little bit long. So I may drop it down to like 3 days. Just because I want to give people, like, if, you know, if for some reason you die and the server's not letting you get back on, I want you to be able to go back and get your stuff. So I'm kind of thinking of making it a little shorter, but still longer than the default. But I also want people to play the server, so I don't know. Because it's going to be a forever server when the next season happens. So I'm planning on it being okay to lose your stuff like that. Also posted day 1 of Skyblock day by day short thing today. Hey, let's go. Also, Cheek, welcome on in. How's it going, dude? It's good to see you. Hope life is treating you well. Hello, hello. Life is good. Glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear it, dude. Let's see. What's your Copper Golem PR? I think it was it 4 minutes 40 seconds? Was that our personal record? I don't remember. I think that was. I don't know. I didn't do any more runs after that stream, but I wish I did. It was a lot of fun. That. There we go. No more bullying, oddly. I don't know, man. I don't know. I like bullying people. It's a lot of fun. Sunday I got down to a science. Ooh, do tell, do tell. I want to hear this. Boop, boop. Cut it in video. Oh, dude. It's set C though. Hey, that's okay. That is still impressive. That is a really good PR. I remember you said something in Hit's Discord, right? It was like, was it 43 seconds or something like that? I don't remember. It was an insane time though, and I didn't get a chance to respond because I had a lot that I was trying to work on yesterday to get other things to work. So I do apologize for not acknowledging it. But now that you mention it, it was a crazy time. How do you get a copper golem in 43 seconds? Very carefully. Honestly, in that case, I'd keep the inventory. That's my suggestion of feedback, because for most people, it really helps and saves time. It does help in the sense that, like, it doesn't make you have to regrind for your stuff if you die. But we're struggling in keeping people online because after they do everything, they don't want to play anymore. So, you know, it kind of helps player retention when you have to redo gearing. And I know that's frustrating, but with the grave system, in all honesty, it's not hard. It gives you time to actually go get more gear if you need it in order to hit the mines again if you lost it in a cave, let's say. But it's not, no. But it won't, like, delete your items immediately. It's the nice thing. So it's not like... It's gonna make you probably have to go back and... Let's say you lost your 1 diamond set in a cave, and you're like, oh, I want to go back and get it. You'll probably have to grind back out to at least iron. But that grave will probably still be there by the time you get your iron. So then you can go down and get it. I definitely see your viewpoint. But... as somebody who has lived that system and has owned the server during that system, it just wasn't ideal for the player base we're trying to grow. Ideally, we want a community who really just enjoys Minecraft. We've tried to build the server to cater towards other groups, and it just isn't a good server when you do that. So I've been really taking it to heart and trying to figure out how to make the server better next year or next season. But I don't know what'll end up happening with that, in all honesty. I've got ideas, but ideas may not lead anywhere. Who knows? Okay, I know I'm gonna need, like, at least a couple more deep slate. We'll go with that. Okay. Do you know... I don't know who that is, Thunder. I don't. I'll send it over. Is links allowed? I'll show you. Links aren't allowed on Twitch in the chats. If you're able to, you can send it to me over Discord if you got your Discord on the device you're using. But if not, I don't know if I can give you perms to use it in chat. My bots block it. And they're not very nice when I try to unblock it for certain users. But I can try. You can... Wait, do you have whispers still with you and me? You can whisper it to me if you want. Email is a solid option. Oddly, I'm gonna ask you kindly to knock it off. As a Minecraft YouTuber, I do take it pretty seriously that we don't joke about that stuff, because it does make a lot of people uncomfortable, especially in the Minecraft sphere. So probably best not to say that. Ads over? No, not you. Not you. Oswald, you're good. You're chilling. But you can whisper it to me if you want. Twitch will probably block the link, though, unless you do the whisper. So, if you want to send it to me that way, I can watch it. Or you can send it to me over Discord, whatever you want. And if you want the whole chat to be able to see it, I can send it into the chat on your behalf. Up to you. Come on, llamas, kill him. Come on, llamas. Kill him. Kill him. Okay, you're not doing the job. got into a spitting match. Isn't the strat for a copper golem find a trial chamber? You could do that. In my experiences, the fastest ways to do it from the surface was with a village nearby. Although if you get a good spawn, a village and a pillager outpost is actually probably the best, because pillager outposts come with a pre-carved pumpkin. Uh-oh. And so as long as you can get the 9 copper that you need, you're done. The problem, honestly... Okay, why can't you just leave me alone? I'm good down here. I can actually heal now. I'm out of rockets, so I gotta swim really quick. Please insert cash or select payment type. That stuff haunts my nightmares, Spicy. Oh man. Used to hear that all day, every day. Things bullying all of us to it. Okay. Back preggy weggy. Okay. Okay. I'm built like a... What does that even mean? You need to hear some of this modern baseball stuff? I guess so. I need to. You can say it in chat. But let me... I'll say it uno momento. Alright, sweet. Bet. Also, I need to check over here. Are we good? We chilling? We chilling? We're still chilling. Okay. Oh. A rainbow. Alright. Boop. Dude. Perish again. Okay. I did seed hunting for this. Boy. The fan, thank you for submitting your taxes. I appreciate it. If you guys haven't already, be sure to submit your taxes. Let's you know later on when you're like, oh, was I here 100 times total? And then you'll go, oh, I definitely was here 100 times total, because I have 100 check-ins. I don't think anybody's ever questioning how many times they've been here. But if you were, that's how you check. I need to add some more commands for the check-ins, because there's a couple of ideas I've had. But it's a process, and I don't know the process. So, there it is. Oh. Try that again. There we go. I'm out of blocks. Do that. And then do that. And then do that. Okay. I'm trying to think. What time is it? 9:13. Okay. 9:30 is just when I'm planning on wrapping up today's stream. The reason why is because I'm behind on a lot of things. And I will be back on tomorrow as well, so it's not like this is bonus time on Twitch SMP technically, so we're okay. It's not like I have to be here in an exuberant amount of time. You going back to Elfie after stream or busy with other stuff? Probably both. I will be back on Elfie's stream as well. But I will also probably be lurking a little bit. Unless Elfie just needs me to help him with something. I'm totally down to help. But I don't want to neglect other work if I don't have to, just for the sake of me and also the friends I'm doing work for as well. Discord for real, bet. I'll check it out here in a second. Okay, I gotta kill you guys. I'm sorry. There we go. This run could have been 45 or faster if I had was better on health. I'm gonna get better at it. Oh, dude, let me. Okay. We'll see. Hey, chat. If you guys want to see it, check out that video. I can actually probably watch it really quick since it's only 43. Oh boy, here we go. Takes a second to load, but that's okay. Oh my. There's your iron. Okay. Wow. Pickaxe and shears. Okay. There's your pumpkin. And you're going for a trial chamber. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. There's no way. Wow. Again, could have been way faster. Yeah, it definitely could have been. That was impressive, though. Still, that was very impressive. Fastest I've seen it. I don't know if I've seen anybody do it faster. Would you be okay if I included that in my video by chance? It's okay if not. I'll credit you and all that, but that was awesome. Go for it. Heck yeah, let's go. I think you can definitely claim record. I would say so. If anybody can beat it, I would be shocked to an extent, but I wouldn't be super shocked. My 52nd one was better. 52nd? When I jumped off a llama spawned under, so I landed on it for no fall damage. Oh my goodness, the RNG, dude. That's awesome. I don't know if I'm gonna leave all of this visible right here. I kind of wish they would give us sand layers in the game, because then I could do a lot of cool things with it, but I also kind of get why they don't. I don't know. Actually insane time, though. What the heck? Finding the cedar is crazy hard, though. Oh, I bet. You gotta find a cave that leads all the way down to a trial chamber. And you need to find a spawn that puts you right on top of a pillager outpost. Like, definitely gonna take a little bit of time. Alright, and down. Let me check in here. What kind of... What we got? We don't got anything. Okay, what about down here, actually? I haven't checked these shulkers in a second. Nothing. Okay. What's going on? I need to go up. Easy enough. Okay. Alright. Go down to here. Oh. Okay, ouch. Okay. I need this, right? And then while I'm here, just drop off any resources I don't need, I guess. So I can pick up the last stack. Alright. So we need Drizzle Deep Slate. We'll do 3 stacks. That should be enough, I think. I don't know. I heard that I heard you need 67 stacks of stone if you wanted to mine again. If that's what he needs, then so be it. I will do it. At least I have a shulker box this time. If I could get a sub. If you could get 30, that would be insane. I kind of believe it, though. I mean, it's definitely possible. I don't know if you could do it on that seed. Probably. I don't know. Hello, Camillo. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. I so wish you exploded that bed. I really wanted to, but he also just got a whole bunch of gear again. It would have been so funny, though. It would have been so funny. I think right there. He's going to void wipe anyway. True. That is a very good point. Too nice to him for my own good, man. Yeah, got a little something in my throat. Right there. There. Let's not deal with this. Oh, I missed really badly there. Okay. Blame it on desync. Yep, that's what happened. We desynced a little bit and messed up my aim. Put that one there. I found seeds that are almost goated. Almost goated is nice. Honestly, a lot of the seeds we got yesterday were pretty good. I mean, they weren't like world record or anything type of seeds, but they were decent. Okay, let's go up and down. What time is it? Almost time. Okay. Yeesh. Creepy. That seed has pre-carved pumpkins, but they were out of the way. Oh, I see. It actually saved time to carve them. That is insane. That is insane. I mean, if you could craft even faster as well. I mean, your crafting is good, time speed, but if you could craft even just like, you could shave off even just half a second, you'd be set there. All right, let's take a look up above. We didn't do a whole lot today, I know. But we set up the basis for tomorrow, which will be doing some terraforming. We're going to try to get all the sand put in and fluttered around. Because ultimately that is the biggest part of this base at this point, will be that. And then we'll also try to get a little bit of this. If I can. I'd like to get this little section. Of course, also the top of this building needs done, so we'll probably add, I think I'm gonna do like a little corner with like a cherry tree on it, and then also putting in a little garden on the top of this. Just because I think it'll look nice. And then we can move on to the next layer down, or I may not. I may actually do like a bridge going from this side over to that side. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be cool though. It'll be really, really cool. All right. Yeah. I know it was like a shorter day today, but although that being said, it was kind of about this long on Friday, so I'd say we're doing okay. I appreciate you guys for being here. We are going to do a raid, so stick around for that, please. We're going to be saying hi to the one and the only King Alfie. He is currently doing his charity stream for Extra Life, and it looks like he's currently on a break, but I promised you, he is a lot of fun, so it's worth sticking with him. I've been hanging out over there a lot this weekend, and it's a good time. So hop in the raid, get some free channel points, meet a cool streamer along the way, and I will be seeing you guys over there. I don't have my YouTube dashboard open for some reason. I don't think he's streaming on YouTube right now, so I can't send the YouTube peeps over. So this is the end of the road for you guys. I'm sorry. Appreciate you guys for being here. You all are amazing, and I will be seeing you guys again very, very soon. Good night, everybody.